The Conceited Knowbody. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Yo, what's up? We back with another fantastic episode of the best podcast you never heard of, The Conceited Knowbody. This is episode 122. You already know who I am. This is Latour, aka the low-key legend. I'm up here with my compadre, my right-hand man, the man who always make it happen, Renaissance motherfucking Juvie. How you doing, man?
Yes, sir. Doing good, man. Just left the gym.
We over here chilling, man. We on our duo shit today. Shout out to Jason. He up in the shower. He couldn't make it here. He be here next week.
Jason?
Yeah.
He up in the shower, okay.
Yeah. Well, he on his way. He wasn't gonna make it back in time.
Okay.
Shout out to the homie Assad, our favorite Muslim. Assad, you know, he down in Texas and shit selling ass. No, he down there doing his little teacher thing. He had an unfortunate situation this past week. He lost his dear cousin. Shout out to Minaj. Cool young dude. I always say safe travel when we lose somebody. But he's Assad's right hand. Assad ain't no emotional type person, man, in the context of where he talk about shit.
Yeah.
But he fucked up off of this one, understandably so. So I just want to let him know that the squad is definitely thinking about him. And not only him, but Minaj. He unfortunately left behind two children, young. Minaj only 23 years old. But I just wanted to give a quick shout out to the homie Assad, my favorite Muslim. What else been going on? Who else? Shout out to Corey. He
GQ Fresh.
GQ motherfucker Fresh.
Still bringing y'all all them fire deals, man. Y'all better follow man GQ Fresh, man. You know he gonna let y'all know all the fire deals, man. That's around town, man. So make sure y'all follow the kid.
And he got his YouTube channel, Fashionably Late. He said he about to put some sauce in that. He wanted us to help him get that production going.
Yeah.
Take it to a whole new level. The team is incredible. Once we get the shit cracking. Oh, I got to holler at you, Corey. I talked to you earlier. That's before I seen your mirror picture. Did you see that shit? Corey's motherfucker. But shout out to Corey. And shout out, of course, to the newest member of the squad, DJ T-Rex.
Yes, sir.
That's DJ T-Rex. Trey, what up? We about to really get this shit. Hey, man, we going to evolve into a hell of a squad. I think that we already got a fantastic core as far as the core members go. But this shit's going to be incredible, man. And it's all centered around the fact that in addition to just having creative minds and a good mix of camaraderie, I think the drive is there. And then the genuineness, if that is a word. But speaking of DJ T-Rex, we got the mixtape coming. We 12 tracks. We got about 12 tracks on deck, man. What we trying to finish out? I want to get about 15 or what? 15?
Yeah, it's about 15, 16. I think that's a good number.
We got people pump faking, they sending in verses. Shout out to the people who did. Rob, The Voice said this one. Shout out to Ramazan.
Brothers.
So we getting one.
Mike sent his verse in.
Shout out to Mike.
A couple more art. Shout out my boy from Tennessee, Mari, sent his verse in, man. So, yeah, boys is definitely cooperating, man. What we trying to put together here, we almost there.
And I'm supposed to be getting one from my buddies in the UK. I hope to be getting that this weekend. I got to get something from Illy and Pat. We trying to wrap this up though, man. It's crazy we gotta keep asking somebody for something. You know what I'm saying?
Like they ain't got shit in the bank, man. Just send me some shit real quick.
That shit, especially people who said they gonna send something, they could be having excuses and shit. It's consistent with nigga behavior though. They have to see something pop before they want to be here. But this time, man, these motherfuckers gonna miss the wave because we ain't about to wait on nobody. Like we said, it's hosted by DJ T-Rex. It's gonna be nice, man. I'm excited about it. How your week been so far, man? It's like we've been at work for 4 days and it's only Tuesday.
Man, hell yeah. That's exactly how I feel. I'm tired of shit.
And,
I gotta go to the doctor this week. Man, I really got a 4-day weekend. We off President's Day.
listen. This is an improper time to stun on me.
Hey, man,
I don't get no time off.
It's a long ass fucking week, man. Yeah, over.
And y'all know, if y'all don't remember us mentioning, Juvie is a motherfucking trainer who's coming off his first victory a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we getting ready for the boys getting ready for the 22nd. We're fighting again 22nd in Louisville.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's the 22nd. It's Saturday.
Saturday.
Speaking of fights, man, I'm gonna fuck with that. I'm gonna fuck with that.
Deontay Wilder fight that night too.
Oh, I'm not fucking with that. I'm not fucking with that. Wait a minute.
What?
It's early shit. Amateurs, right?
Yeah.
You know what time y'all fight? Yeah.
It should be early. Yeah, it should be early.
It should be early, so I'm definitely gonna try to get down and check it out. Louisville ain't nowhere, man, so it ain't no excuse not to get down there and support. Is it a public show?
Yeah.
It ain't no excuse for me not to get down there. Speaking of boxing, we went to Hammond this weekend to see fights. Shout out to Austin, man. He picked up the victory. I can't see myself going up to Hammond again for a fight unless I stay tonight.
I can't see it, man. That's it. They gotta have a hell of a card. Gotta be staying the night, like you said, or we just be able to get into some shit. Cause I ain't no, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, and that's crazy because we both love boxing.
Man.
So that's saying
you
something.
think the experience kind of had something to do with it too?
You say what?
I think the experience kind of had something just when we got there, just the whole experience of when we got there, how the shit started.
The shit
it's cold as fuck. Walking up to things, and dealing with the ladies and all
hood
that
rat
shit.
black
Yeah,
bitches.
you think just like the whole experience that day had something to do with it.
I hate how black women. Not even that. Hold on, I'm not gonna just reserve this for black women. I don't know, my phone ain't charging. I don't understand how when black people give other black people a hard time when they seemingly have a position of power, or how they act like it. And in this case, these people felt they felt empowered by. I've got these water damage in my fucking phone, man. I can't even charge it up. But how they felt empowered by selling tickets, by having the ability to tell you, yes, you can come in, or no, you can't. And they gave us a tough time, as you alluded to. But once, shout out to Jay Kent, once he came over there and he got the plantation together, he made them let us in. And it was remarkable how they started shucking and jiving, how they got the yes son, no son, and bossing around. I expect more in 2020 from my Negroid constituents. But it was overall, I guess it was a pretty cool experience. I like live fights. We just talked about the Wilder fight. That's a fight I definitely wish we can go to, but in any kind of level, whether it's a club show, a big time professional fight, whatever, man, the atmosphere all is nice. And this was no different. We definitely got up out there early, considering we had to drive back 2.5 hours, and I knew that I was gonna be the only one woke on the way back. I almost fell asleep around, let me see, where was we at when I almost died? Well, we almost died, you know. But I almost tapped out, man. That's like, I thought I was gonna go to sleep. I'm over there, like, smacking myself in the forehead and shit like that just to survive.
Man, I already know. I remember when me, Frank, and Ike drove to Michigan for some sparring.
Yeah.
Man, why I drive there and back?
What part of Michigan?
We went to Detroit.
Yeah.
And Ike was driving back. Nigga start swerving and shit. He like, man, hey,
That's
can
scary.
you get the wheel? He like, nah, I'm tired, man. I'm really sleepy.
Hey, man, listen. That's the most selfish shit somebody can do is sit in the passenger seat and go to sleep.
Man.
That's the most selfish shit.
Yeah, this nigga Frank just like, he like a 10-year-old little dude, little spoiled kid. He don't care about nobody.
In the backseat, looking out the window
you know what I
and
mean?
shit, counting the roadkill.
Knocked out, man.
But no, it was a cool trip, man. The weekend culminated on a sad note. We found out who killed Ghost. You knew. You said, cause when we talked about it Saturday, you said that they had filmed extra Because it was rumor and stuff that Tariq had did it.
Yeah, it was some rumor.
We was just talking about that, and you said that Courtney Kemp said that they had filmed multiple endings. Power was the show that started, I think, 2014. It got off to a fantastic start as far as I'm concerned. It gripped me emotionally. Pause. It was so good to be the first season, or at least the first half, or whatever, to where I was comparing. I remember when I was on Facebook, I posted a question. I was like, which duo do y'all like the best? Ghost and Tommy, or Avon and Stringer Bell? Anybody who watched The Wire know that Avon and Stringer Bell was a fantastic duo for however short of a time they were a duo. But I thought at the beginning of The Wire that I was in for, at the beginning of Power Line in for a classic show. I couldn't have been more wrong. It culminated in season 6. This was season 6, right?
Yeah.
Season 6, in a disaster, as far as I'm concerned. Over the years, they had memorable characters. They had some memorable characters, man. It went from like a drama, like when I think drama, like The Wire. It felt like it could have been something on HBO. I'm a big fan of HBO TV. Some of my shows include Boardwalk Empire and the aforementioned Wire. You ever seen Boardwalk Empire? Go back and watch that shit. That shit is dope today. It's incredible. Check this shit out. But I thought that this was gonna be it, and it evolved into nothing more than a soap opera. The best way I can explain it. There was the cliffhanger of who shot and killed Ghost. For a while, I thought in this final season there was some kind of hoax. There was no way you killed the main character off screen. I've been a critic of Power writing for the last 2 years. It's like I'm sure it's been bad since day one, but I hadn't really opened my eyes up to it. They did a lot of backward storytelling, trying to fill in the blanks in, telling us who killed Ghost. The last 2 suspects was Tasha and her son Tariq. I thought there was gonna be some kind of surprise. Some people thought it was Ramona. I thought it was the baby. Some people thought it was gonna be somebody, a secret person. I just didn't know. And it was Tariq. What was your thoughts when you saw that it was Tariq?
What the fuck? First of all, like, everybody's obsession to really kill Ghost was like over the top to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, oh, okay, I get it, but like, damn, like y'all really about to like, you know what I mean? That part halfway through y'all life away and some more shit, trying to kill this nigga for what? And then his son, like, it was like, damn, and then he said, what he said that threw off, like, was like the record scratch. When he was like, you left me and mom from Angela.
Yeah,
that was a record scratch for me. I was like, man, get this shit the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
Then he pulls the trigger, he shows him, and they panicking. He tell his mom to do the gun. Like, this shit is just like.
The shit was so fucking corny. The shit was so corny.
Fuck,
and in my review, I definitely forgot about you left us for Angela. But it feed into the overall thing that was going on. What disgusted me? I was disgusted. I wasn't just like offended at the lack of quality in the writing. I was offended in the underlying, you know what I'm saying, motives or what they was trying to push with this shit. Where they dropped the ball at first off, Tasha, their characters evolved terribly. And the shit got so fucking cliche. Case in point, every time Ghost had to be aggressive with Tariq, he was drunk. It was always a drunk interaction. They had Tariq crying about or complaining about the breakup, as if it fueled his decisions to that, or how his interaction with Kanan's son Sean was. We never seen a true relationship between Tariq and Ghost. This is a situation where he grew up in the same house as his father. So it's not, there was never strange moments to where a real rift was growing between, even when Ghost left Tasha, and let's not get it twisted, he left Tasha, he didn't leave the family. He left Tasha for Angela. It was never like he wasn't dealing with his children enough for hate to ensue or to develop. Tasha, what?
They act like he was about to. They act like his whole point was to abandon everybody.
Yeah.
And just move on with his life. So that's where like the biggest thing where it made no sense.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You act like he just about to be, he just really like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
I'm about to go to the government shit. I ain't tripping off y'all. But they was really trying to flip that shit.
Yeah.
And they was trying hard as fuck, man, with the whole emotion they was putting into to make the characters put into what they was saying. And they was saying some dumb ass shit. And then like shit Ghost was saying, like he's like the shit was funny because like this nigga right. You know what he said? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's my son. Like, of course I love you.
Yeah.
Like, and then he like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, I'm gonna pay for this. Like, I'm gonna, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. So the shit is just crazy.
And the thing too though is like how sudden the flip with Ghost was, and what I mean by that is it go back to when him and Councilman Tate got into it. Remember how he started just dogging, how he started talking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It was all the writing was so disastrous that everything just was out of character. It wasn't what we had come to expect. We had expect Ghost to be a more compassionate character.
Yeah, he was.
He was way more nice than that. And then this is when it's like it's equivalent to Hulk Hogan when he turned into Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
What's wrong with this
Like,
nigga?
what are you doing, Hulk Hogan? You supposed to be the real American hero. Why you got a fucking black NWO t-shirt on? Where the fuck did this come from? And that's what Ghost did, but it was bad writing because it's like they tried to force us to hate Ghost.
They did. Yeah.
So they tried to make us sympathize with what they were setting up. This where I got offended at. First off, the Tasha and Ghost character have to be in their 40s, on their way to 50s. In reality, this is not the way a relationship would go. If somebody breaking up this late in the game, no, you cannot find any 40-year-old woman around here who's going to turn to a dope dealer. Who's going to push her child to sell dope. The dynamic didn't match up. It's like this is how it would be if they was in their 20s or early 30s and it was in the 90s or 80s. You know what I'm saying? This is like naming on the wire and stuff. When his mom was trying to get them to sell dope when Weebay was in jail. The whole timeline is off in that sense for me. It's not realistic. Tasha, she acted like she was so hurt by so many things, and it's indicative of how this society is now and how they push the inaccountability or lack of accountability. I definitely made up a word. The lack of accountability in women. If you sit here, like Tasha, she is a disaster. Tasha evolved into be the worst female character in black television history. She was fucking the driver. Then she was fucking the lawyer. And just those two people she should have been fucking with. One was like a son to her and Ghost. The other one was Ghost fucking lawyer. The new dude was some random nigga at the daycare. It's like it was so fucking crazy. Who had been wanting to fucking kill Ghost forever. He had just met Tasha. He was volunteering to get rid of Ghost. Tasha had never been the conniving type to, and I'm all over the place with the review, but she had never been a conniving type to try to set up this person. Who and the whole time they were vilifying Ghost, but they was trying to build her as a compassionate character. When I say they, I'm talking about the writers because they know that this is a social media era.
Yeah.
To where everything a woman does is right. Everything is justified. No accountability. She's living her truth. She's good. And then they position it like she was some down ass bitch for her son.
Yeah.
It got creepy. It started looking relationship like. The affection he had for her and she had for him was disgusting. It was gross. She manipulated him into killing his own father. What he was doing to her was doing her bidding. His anger towards Ghost was based on her.
Yeah.
They tried to push it on the goofy shit where they fucked up when they flipped like Ghost was just gonna turn the son in. Ghost said, and this is the thing that make you hate him, because he told him once they killed Raymond, the officer, that whatever happened, I'm taking this case. Hopefully nobody go to jail, but I'm gonna take this case. They made Ghost to be this selfish person who, you know what I'm saying, you feel like, nigga, you should die.
Yeah.
That's how they made us feel.
Yeah.
But it's not like they built up into it. It just kind of like,
just happened. Yeah.
Just like that. Like even how he got to talking crazy to Tommy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can't do nothing without me. That's not how people, men in their 40s, man, you don't talk to
especially how they was developing the character. It's like he was going back in age, then he was going forward. And, you know what I mean? It's like at certain different times in your life, you and are always the same person. So it's like they couldn't decide which fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the development of the character was off.
Yeah, definitely. And they had, first off, there's no person like James St. Patrick ever gonna run for lieutenant governor. That shit, like, it's so, that's why I say it's soap opera. It's just so unbelievable, it's so far fetched. And for Tasha to be like so addicted to the fucking game in her 40s, like it's unbelievable. Like it's like they took the worst qualities in our community and they just crammed it into this final fucking episode. So Tariq killed Ghost, like I said, it was underlying. It showed, man, any dude who's estranged from his children, this was like, and it's a son in the middle where he's bearing the weight of his mother's anger. This shit happens in real life, to where women turn their children against. You know what I'm saying? And in this situation, what I disliked about it is that it was like it was cool. That's how they try to push it, like it was cool. The final thing that I hated about this shit, and I'm definitely not going into the depth about because that was the worst part for me, how she turned to Tariq, how he just, and how he tried to feel like he's justifying it by getting Ghost out of the way based on the story that Ghost told him about somebody he used to hustle with. It was unbelievable because they didn't build it right as far as the anger.
The reasons for killing Ghost was just doesn't add up.
It don't. And especially and it's crazy because Tasha had all the power in the world to stop this shit. But she is only considering her feeling when she had been fucking everybody. The thing that I hate the most, well, not the most, but it's my final hating moment on this show. If Tariq and Tasha didn't say shit, they had Sax lined up on their side because when Tariq saw him scrambling for his gun drunk, we got it. Tasha makes matters worse by trying to fucking frame the dude. Like, and then it's so fucking goofy. They try to make it like some old smooth shit. She cool, she smart, she won't ever fuck the nigga. Now listen. If you were setting this dude up as the murderer of your husband,
what are you doing at the crime scene?
Why in the fuck are you automatically a suspect? So that it was so fucking extra because she felt like she was doing something clever, and it was over. It was over. She didn't get no fucking money in the will. The grandmother like, what do you think?
That was hard though.
The shit.
That was hard though. I did like that.
Yeah.
Shit.
When she didn't get shit.
How he set up. Yeah.
What I ain't like though is the callousness. Like, how in the fuck are you this cold? Like this, everybody switch just start doing like this. Like It wasn't no believable shit. Ghost got killed. They are continuing with the book of Ghost, the second shit. It seemed like they Tariq had to go to school to get his trust fund, whatever. Yeah. I don't know where this show going. They introduced Mary J. Blige, Method Man. It's supposed to come out in the summer. My first initial reaction, I'm not watching that shit. I saw the preview, I said I'm watching that shit, but I'm not on that euphoric feeling anymore. I might not watch that shit. And they got like 4 other shows. That's bad TV. It's bad TV. It's embarrassing. My biggest thing was how
he got his own spin-off.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad to me how they pushed that it was cool how she turned the son against the father, how she manipulated. But that's how women in these type of situations react. They use anything they can to get back at somebody because they don't know how to adequately channel their anger. And then that was my biggest gripe with this show, man. The portrayal of her as somebody tough. But she eventually had to take them goofy ass eyelashes off for that fucking boy. That was the most motherfucking funny entry in the job I've ever seen in my life, man. That bitch had to take all that shit off and go sit down. It's gonna be something where she appeals on that. It's crazy. The power a woman can have over her son can be positive or negative. Too many boys around these days with their mother's spirit on them. I don't know how to adequately. Why the fuck do I keep saying adequate? Adequately describe that shit of boy having female spirits on them. Yeah. But today, goddamn it manifested it. It can go 2 ways. You can baby them so much and coddle them so much they turn into psychopaths like Tariq. Or you can baby them and coddle them so much that they turn into full-fledged homosexuals like Dwyane motherfucking Wade. Dwyane Wade, rest in peace. Man, you had an illustrious career. You was a good basketball player, a terrible human being.
He handed his son over to the world.
Man, listen. I just said.
And his seat over to the world, man.
Somebody was talking about the post I made. I put it on the Instagram, but it shared directly to the Facebook. I said that this is modern day child sacrifice. This is giving your children over to other powers or other Elohims, demons, whatever. I think that boy like 12 years old, maybe 12. I don't even want to Google the little nigga name. Dwyane Wade, first off, should be ashamed of himself. Anybody who's not familiar with it, pull it up real quick. And it's so fucked up. Just ESPN, these are the headlines. ESPN says Dwyane Wade supports daughter's gender identity.
Daughter.
The Today Show. Dwyane Wade recalls the moment his 12-year-old came out as transgender. E! News, Gabrielle introduces loving daughter Zaya to the world. CBS News, Dwyane Wade shares touching moment his child Zaya came out as transgender. Dwyane Wade speaks about his 12-year-old. This shit is fucking insane. A 12-year-old boy. 12-year-old boy. I think last year was when it hit the public news where they was taking him to the gay parade. I think down in Miami. Yeah. I didn't know what to think. I was thinking a little faggot. That's what I thought. My honest thing, what the fuck is going on? But I didn't understand like how it's going to develop so fast into what it's become. We in this era where nobody want correction. Everybody just want exception. Yeah. No matter if it's righteous or not. We know that people don't care about being righteous or having any morals at all. It's all about
do what makes you feel good.
I couldn't have said it no fucking better. This is basically the field society. They had him at the gay parade. If you've ever seen a gay parade on TV, it's some wicked, weird shit. You'd obviously see a grown ass man running around with a diaper on and a wet it's the debauchery going on. It's some sick fucking shit that you wouldn't want to expose your child to. Let's just put the gay shit to the side for a second. As a heterosexual, you don't take your 11, 12-year-old son to a parade where niggas around here, you know what I'm saying, having sex with women and shit outside, because it's not a good structural thing. A heterosexual or a homosexual environment, you want to keep your children.
Yeah,
you don't want to expose them to
that
this.
whole environment. Yeah, the whole
Hell yeah.
just let him go and express himself, be what the fuck you think you want to be. That's fucked up within itself. But taking him to this, that's just like me trying to take my little brother to the club.
Definitely.
I'm trying to take my little brother to the club.
Definitely. Heterosexual or not. You let children be children. Just I'm gonna read this article, and this is courtesy of Yahoo Entertainment. It says, meet Gayle Wade. After Dwyane Wade opened about his 12-year-old coming out as transgender, wife Gabrielle introduced their daughter Zaya to the world. She's compassionate, loving, wit, smart, and we are so proud of her. The actress wrote on Twitter. Union also shared an inspiring conversation between Zaya and her father. Man, I almost went over reading this shit. Zion and his father in the video, Zion said he hopes people will live their truth despite any fear. 12-year-old boy. Where in the fuck do you get this shit from, this living your truth? That is hood rat talk. Yeah, that's how bitches talk. That's how the bartender feet talk when she be talking about sucking all that dick for money. And you talking about living your truth. That's how hood rats talk. These liberal, goofy bitches who have nothing going on for themselves. How does this invade a 12-year-old boy's, the way he talks? Don't even think about that. You know, just be true to yourself, he declared. What's the point of being on this earth if you're going to try to be someone you're not? It's like you're not even living as yourself, which is the dumbest concept to me. Be true and don't care what the stereotypical way of being you is. How can you be a stereotypical male when you are a male? You can be a stereotypical hood rat, a stereotypical gangster, a stereotypical thug, but a man is a man.
No way around it.
It's only in this fucking sick society.
Yeah.
This, like, I hadn't read the articles and shit. The shit make my motherfucking stomach hurt. If I keep saying that Zay shit, that shit, nigga, it's funny the first time I see it, but if I keep seeing it, Zion continued. I think, and I know it can get tough, definitely. But I think you push through and you be the best you. I think even though hard times, you gotta just push through. It's worth it. I feel like it's very worth it when you reach that point of yourself. Feeling free, remarked Dwyane, feeling like you don't have to hide. Yeah, Zion affirmed, where you can look in the mirror and say, like, hi to yourself, nice to meet you, instead of like, I don't really know who I am, like I'm full of identity. Boy, you have a full identity crisis. This is verbiage coming from a 12-year-old boy. Obviously, he's been programmed. No 12-year-old talks like this. No 12-year-old thinks like this. You know that there's been somebody who's manufactured this in him. I don't know the murky details of what happened.
He was regurgitating the same shit his parents be telling him when motherfuckers probably saying shit about him, but isn't it? And he crying and shit. And they're like, you just be yourself no matter what somebody said about you. He probably went to school with a dress on one day, came back and made fun of him, and they gave him a speech. No matter what nobody said about you be true to yourself. That's dumb. If somebody would have just, you just regurgitating that shit, man. You just regurgitating that shit. That shit don't mean a goddamn thing.
It is some sick shit.
That shit don't mean a goddamn thing. That shit is crazy.
What was disturbing is how complicit Dwyane Wade is in this. It's scary, man, because this is indicative of how this world is going. And what's even more alarming is how it's being applauded.
Yep.
It's like, why don't y'all shut the fuck up and keep that shit to yourself?
Yeah.
Why are y'all trying to make y'all trying to normalize a sickness? Clearly, the boy is mentally sick. For a boy to say I'm Zion, but you call me Zaya, that's an indication of mental illness. I don't give a fuck how people spend this. There's nothing normal. First off, being a faggot is weird anyway. That's some weird shit. That's weird. I'm not here to appeal to people's sensitivities. I don't give a shit about how nobody feels. But to say I am Zaya, to not just say I want to perhaps suck a dick, but to say I want to put a dress on and get my pussy ate. That's how he identify.
That's what you did.
That's how he identify. Listen, Dwyane Wade don't get afford. They might chop him up. They might chop him up.
Man.
I don't understand what the programming is and how. What's wrong with Dwyane Wade? Gabrielle Union, she been a sicko. It's clearly who's running the show in this situation. It's clear that she's running. I don't know where Savon is, which is the child's birth mother. It's insane how this is being accepted. What they doing, they going directly against the Most High. It's real. When Israelites doing shit like this is just how out of order the world is. We are supposed to be the light until the nations. We supposed to lead the nations. We're not supposed to follow the nations. When I'm speaking on this, speaking clearly from a scriptural perspective, and it's what I identify with. It's the law says, the set of laws that I govern myself by. When the Most High say come out of Babylon and separate yourself from the world, he's specifically talking about instances like this. This right here is a teaching. If you have children, you got to tell your children that shit is not good. This is the prime example why you raise your children to not have heroes. To not put, you know what I'm saying, your emotions into other men or other people or just celebrities, because this is influential. That I said, why can't they keep it to themselves? But they have to put this out in front of the world to make it seem normal.
Definitely influential.
I'm 40, so I remember this shit would have never came out when I was young.
Yeah,
now it's common as hell.
Man, talking about the mother, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers is fag.
Yeah. Listen, man, fag make a nigga straighten up. At least till he get home to his boyfriend. At least till you get home, nigga. Hell yeah. Listen, this shit is, and it's like I said, it's gonna get worse. All this is written. What it is it's lawlessness. It's chaos. It's where right is called wrong and wrong is called right. That's the time we in. If I guarantee you, if you say too much negative about this on social media, they will close your accounts. Because the people who run social media are homosexuals. And what they do, they present it like it's normal shit. The majority of people, if you ask, like how you feel about this,
that's the craziest, because they present it as normal shit. It be just as if, like, man, it is crazy. I feel like they almost trying to normalize that. I've been seeing that pedophile shit pop up.
That's crazy.
Like, hint, you know.
That's crazy.
It ain't been like, you know, it's not strong, but I definitely been seeing little shit pop up where like
that's
somebody
crazy.
joking about it,
or
somebody inserted it. I actually been seeing it inserted in the fucking little LGBT, whatever the fuck that shit is. So I mean, it's nuts, man. Like, can we normalize stoning motherfuckers? Can we normalize beating the fuck out somebody just for doing some shit that's wrong? You know what I mean? Like, hold on, man. I got to go see go beat the fuck out of dude on Tuesday, cause that nigga disobeying the law. Man. Like he fucking up everybody else over here.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It'd be cool. He just fucking up over himself. I just go talk to him.
Yeah.
You represent. You know, you kind of influencing this nation and shit, man. So we gotta fuck you up. You know what I mean?
And what you saying, nigga, is so spot on. We talk about this all the time. You bust one nigga in the head with a brick and shit, everybody gonna say, hey, get the dick away from me, nigga.
Come on, man.
Something you said was the pedophilia, the normalization of that. I've said it a couple times in this show. There's an organization called NAMBLA. It's like National Association for Men Boy or National Association Men Boy Love, some shit. But it pushes the idea of an adult man being with a young boy, an underage boy. This is why I mentioned the sexualization. They going to start having him run around with heels, hoop earrings, lipstick, makeup, lashes, wig. He's gonna.
That's unnecessary, man.
But it's necessary for the gender they pushing.
Man.
He's gonna, by the time he's 12, by the time he's 14, he's gonna be. I'm sure they probably put him on estrogen now because he can't naturally develop breasts.
For sure.
They're gonna put him on some kind of regimen to where he, and the way science is, this little boy might end up with a goddamn period when he's 16. This reminds me of Desmond, the little boy stripper. Did I ever show you that? The little boy, he called himself a cross-dresser. I think he wasn't even but like 10 years old.
Was he on that walkway?
They had him in the club stripping.
Yeah.
He was out there stripping for adults in a gay club. Men throwing dollars at him. Let's draw the parallel.
Where's the outcry? Where's the outrage? Like,
This,
come on, man.
definitely, listen. This is a 12-year-old boy who says he wants to be a girl. He's old enough to make this decision to be a girl. But we were saying, not me or not you, but the mass who are dictated by the media was saying that 15, 16, 17-year-old girls didn't know what the fuck they was doing when they was fucking R. Kelly. They infantized them for doing normal shit. We in this captivity, so you gotta abide by the law of the land you in. But they knew exactly what they was doing. And if you say that boy is making decisions that are lauded or applauded, and he's doing good for himself based on how he feels, where's the line drawn?
Where's the line
When
drawn?
you said where's the outcry, where is the outcry? Where is the conservativeness of America? Donald Trump, did you have anything to say about this shit?
Yeah, man.
Dog,
Come on,
where the fuck is my president at a time like this?
Somebody has to say, somebody has to like, man, hold on, man. Like, cause there's a line. Like you said, man, okay, the motherfucker want to be gay, right?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gotta do all that. Y'all
Don't
ain't
gotta do all that.
shit.
That's when it starts to look like an agenda. Like we know it's a agenda to emasculate black men.
Yeah.
When you got a Hall of Fame basketball player in the vein of Dwyane Wade, arguably one of the greatest two guards ever, definitely a Hall of Famer, multiple champion. I'm trying to find something on Twitter and shit real quick. It's a statement. It's a statement. Magic Johnson has a homosexual son, flagrant homosexual. Isaiah Thomas has a flagrant homosexual son. And these are Hall of Fame players, but these were players who were dominant in the 80s and 90s. They not as relevant as a Dwyane Wade. You see somebody in this modern day and age who at one point exuded masculinity, and you see him supporting this, that make a lot of niggas feel like, well, shit, maybe I'll just have a faggot.
No, man.
And like, if you go on, I'm gonna tell you what a sick bitch is. This sick bitch said niggas was calling themselves girl dad last week, and now shaming Dwyane Wade for embracing his trans daughter. Hey, listen, they're gonna kick me off Twitter.
Man, I've been blocking the shit out of motherfuckers on that motherfucker.
Hey, I just put on there, you going to the Laker fire. They gonna kick me off Twitter. That's how come I'm gonna say this shit and be done with these weirdos.
Nah, man, that shit.
I'm saying you going to the Laker fire. I can't look at this shit because
it's ridiculous, man. That shit's so outlandish.
it's crazy because this is the time we in where you say anything about the most hot people ridicule you, look at you like you crazy. They say, why you judging? That's what they say. They act like you ain't normal. You know what I'm saying? We in this. Shout out to the Fade Up podcast. This is a podcast and shit we follow on Instagram, and they were saying something about hypermasculinity. And I said, what is hypermasculinity and who coined that phrase? Or toxic masculinity? Niggas is getting so fucking emasculated nowadays that they fucking scared to be men. They start adopting, and when people say that hyper masculinity or things like that, toxic masculinity, that's used to fucking subconsciously make you feel fucked up about being a man.
Yep.
And so when I asked him that shit, he ain't respond. So I'm gonna tell you, man, and I'm man with all respect. I seen there's some bitch in him. There's some bitch in him, cause you don't address men like men address you.
Yeah.
It's sad that men use words like that in relation to each other. It's even more sad that there are male feminists out here who hate being men. I feel like I'm the last of a dying breed. I feel like my masculinity is not equipped for this world. I'm like, come by here, y'all, cause they about to fag the fuck out of this world.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm in the corner. You know what I mean?
This is modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, modern day Babylon, modern day Egypt.
It's getting crazy and crazier, man.
All of these civilizations, Babylon, Egypt, Rome, Greece, they all had homosexual identities and shit that they didn't like shy away from. If you look at Greek or Roman like sculptures and paintings, it's a lot of fucking pederasty, man, boy, love type shit. When they used to have the Saturnalia Fest, which Christmas is derived off of, it was cool for a man to be out there fucking his servant, his little servant boy. Like when you watch 300, the Trojans and Greeks and shit, they all had little boyfriends and shit. The shit was common. It's just being that this country was founded under the guise of so-called Christianity, where they seemingly had morals, they had to hide the shit. What's done in dark always comes to light. It's a lot of entertainers out here who fucking men who you wouldn't believe. Not to say I'm one of these people who can name every nigga in Hollywood who's a punk, but these motherfuckers about to be fearless. They about to be fearless. They about to start just popping, jumping out of fucking daffodils and shit. You can walk down the street, you gonna see a fag jump out of a flower, and ain't nothing nobody can do about it.
This shit is crazy.
This shit is beyond. This again, people gonna say this is his family, but we reserve the right to talk about anything that is public. I'm not going along with shit that I don't agree with. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like that shit normal. Thankfully that I can not see this shit. Like I don't gotta see this shit. I don't gotta get on the internet. I look this shit up to see it. Shout out to Maurice, you sent me this bullshit. I'm glad you sent it to me so I could talk about it, but generally I don't like seeing shit like this.
Yeah, that's what I ain't seen a lot of crazy shit, man. I've been having to block out over the past couple days, and I be having to refrain myself to sending it to motherfuckers just because it be certain shit that's like, man, I wish I didn't see this shit.
Hell yeah. I know exactly what the fuck you saying.
That shit.
It's sick though.
Sick, man.
Anybody who know me. Go ahead, what you say?
Big ass dudes, gym body, cue ball boys.
What you watch?
Man, they was on Twitter.
What that's doing, dog?
In the mirror, just in the mirror, like you just in the mirror.
Sassing and shit.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
In the mirror, talking about looking my boo. Niggas, both niggas got mustaches and shit. Like, this shit's crazy as hell, man.
Man. You ever had a chick rub against you and she had hair on her legs like she had shaved her legs? And you know how icky that feel?
Yeah.
And I said icky. You know how nasty that feel?
Man.
So man. How do you niggas be out here and shit snuggled up with 5 o'clock shower, getting 5 o'clock beard to beard?
Man.
This shit ain't natural.
Man, body odor and everything.
And people gonna try to make you feel bad about not agreeing with this. Listen, in the context of life.
This motherfucker ain't got that. Cause if motherfucker went and kill somebody for no motherfucking reason, all y'all motherfuckers gonna be like, that shit's wrong.
Say they conveniently judge.
Yeah, you feel me?
Agree. I'm on my Joshua shit, my Yehoshua shit. Y'all can do what the fuck they're doing in Babylon. Y'all can do what the fuck y'all was doing in Egypt. Y'all can do what y'all was doing in Sodom and Gomorrah. Y'all can worship whatever y'all was worshiping. Y'all can sacrifice your children. As for me and my family, we won't serve Yahuwah.
Yeah.
It's a clear indication that the Bible's correct when it talks about how the path to destruction is wide. I don't even know if that's in the scriptures. I know that's definitely a quote or a proverb where the road to righteousness is a narrow road. It ain't that many people getting get about it here. It's a lot of people gonna get hit in the head with them brimstone.
Yes.
A lot of people gonna come judgment, and they don't understand how serious this is or what it is. We see the feminization and shit. The niggas running around acting like girls and shit. And I'm talking about niggas who's supposed to be heterosexual. They acting like fags and shit to get that attention, man. It's weird, man, but we're peculiar people, so we supposed to stand out. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be weird to us, and we supposed to be weird to this world. When the day that this world fucking accepts me and shit, that is it symbolizes my failure to fucking, you know what I'm saying, to be righteous with the Most High, the most important judge. I'm only saying what's true. If somebody disagree with it, then you reserve that right too. If you say, you like girls and shit, then shame me.
Right.
So, you like pussy, nigga. Say that. If I'm weird, say that. But I want to talk about something else too, though, before we wrap up. We want to talk about it real quick. The Gayle King debacle. We know that she had interviewed Lisa Leslie. I haven't seen the interview as I am staying away from Kobe news. I still stay away.
Yeah, I be trying.
Hell yeah.
I still
In their interview, Lisa Leslie, she was a Hall of Fame basketball player, played her career with the Los Angeles Sparks. She had formed a friendship with Kobe, and she was on some Gayle King show. I don't even know what the fuck Gayle King really does. I just know she.
I really just is like, I ain't gonna say the first time I ever heard of her, but it's like, oh damn, she exists. You know what I mean? Like she do exist type shit.
Real shit.
Shit popped up.
Just to zoom through it real quick. She had asked Lisa how she did the allegations against Kobe for the alleged rape that took place in Colorado damn near 20 years ago, if that had any effect on his legacy.
Look around you.
Everybody was flipping upset. First off, it hasn't even been 2 weeks since he's been gone. He being Kobe. He and his daughter and the others. Gayle and them can play this. I'm doing journalistic work. This is maintaining my journalistic credibility. I'm just doing my job. I hate for people to just do their job because you absolve yourself of a humanity element in doing your job. You start disassociating yourself from being a person or connecting with a particular base. Gayle and Oprah, they've been like the shooters lately for white people, for their handlers. They've been on a mission seemingly to take black men down, namely Bill Cosby, R. Kelly. Yeah, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Russell Simmons, and Kobe. To tarnish their legacy, they don't want to see black men shine. And like I said, they can't directly go at black men because they call it racism. So what they do? Historically, they've always used black women to go against black men. It's like the Trojan horse. Get somebody close to them, stick them in there like they care, then bam, we got you. This didn't go too well for Lisa. Gayle. Everybody lashed out against her. I don't even know what Lisa's response was. Do you?
Talking about Lisa, Kobe, the Kobe wife?
No, Lisa Leslie.
Lisa Leslie. Talking about when she she was just like she said that she was just like like negated the whole thing, like man, they ain't even and he's not even that kind of person, you know, Kobe, like what are you talking about? Like they ain't in, like man, Kobe ain't even she just was negating the whole man. It was just
I just googled it. She said there's nothing complicated about his legacy. What was funny to me about it was how Snoop responded. Snoop had a hell of a response. You hear it. That shit was funny, man. I'm gonna play it real quick. Cause I had saved it. I meant to play save the audio to the computer. I didn't. Let me see if I can find it. Snoop Dogg, where are you? And plus, he was on there looking like somebody got on there called that nigga and Snoop.
Oh, he had a bonnet or some shit on?
Snoop be on there looking like, turn that goddamn music down, you stupid ass kid. That's how Snoop be on there looking.
On everything.
I'm trying to find it. For some reason, it won't pull up on his phone, whatever, but
he was going off.
He was on there first. He called her some kind of ratchet, nappy head bitch. Some shit. It was all warranted if you ask me. He said if you keep it up. No, he basically like, why are y'all always coming at us? He made it to us against them. Which, well, he brung it out. It's clearly that dynamic with them. But he said something to where they acted like he was saying something wrong in the context of they said he was look at this shit. They act like he was threatening, and they said he threatened her. Her being Gayle King, because he said some shit like, "We coming for you. We're gonna make us come after you." This was a way for her to play.
You take it down?
I ain't want to go through his page and shit. Cause I seen it on Yuck Mouth shit, and Yuck Mouth got it like right there. But
yeah, man, that shit is man, like you said, they just gonna forever continuously use the women, the black women against the black man, and it's gonna be the ones who gonna continue to let themselves be used and a pawn in the plan.
Yeah.
All the way up until destruction. So
definitely.
It's just like, man.
Here.
Gayle King. Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that? I swear to God, we the worst. We the fucking worst. We expect more from you, Gayle. Don't you hang out with Oprah? Why y'all attacking us? We your people. You ain't coming after fucking Harvey Weinstein asking them dumb-ass questions. I get sick of y'all. I want to call you one. Is it okay if I call her one? Funky dog head, bitch. How dare you try to tarnish my motherfucking homeboy's reputation?
How dare you, bitch?
Motherfucker. Respect the family and back off, bitch, before we come get you.
Respect the family and back off before we come and get you. Hey, he was clearly emotional. And I understand where he's coming from. Shout out to Snoop. But this is like, and LeBron James had the similar, he echoed the same sentiments as always us. That's a cliche reaction. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say this though, you never see, like they always say, black men don't protect black women. That's some goofy rally cry. You never see on mainstream TV or any form or in life where black men betray black women. Where black men get on here and will interview a black woman, be like, you did this. Like, say for instance, when we usually indifferent. Like when the girl who killed the dude that was asleep, you didn't see them go get no black man to interview her and say, you was a hoe. You never see this. But they always act like we the bad guys and shit, and that's just how they train them to look at us like the enemy. That shit is insane. But yeah, that's another fantastic show. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Nah, yeah, man, that shit's crazy. I was just thinking about that shit.
That shit insane, ain't it? Who we got coming here next week?
Man, we got Rico. Yeah, Rico 2 times. Coming on next week, man. I know we gonna have to get a track from him too.
Yeah.
Working on this motherfucker, man. So yeah, we got Rico 2 times next week. Make sure y'all check episode 122. Available on all platforms tomorrow. So I think what else we got coming up with mixtape, man. We closing up.
Hell
Like
yeah.
you saying, we got at least like 4 or 5 more tracks before we get this thing mixed down. So
If I don't react, I ain't asking you again.
man, on everything. That's it. Like you said, I already asked you.
It's an embarrassing. feel like a stalker if I got asked
You know what I mean? It ain't that deep.
Not at all. We're gonna check y'all, man, next Tuesday, same time, same channel. We're gonna be here with Rico two-times here, chopping up with him and his career. Jason said he'd be here next week, so we be close to full strength. Well, actually, we always at full strength. But anyway, we're gonna catch y'all next week. Again, mixtape getting dropped soon. We gotta get a concrete date. I want to have these songs in here down there by Sunday, no later than next Tuesday. Next time we come on, I hope to have the mixtape ready to go send the Trey so Trey can work his magic. Shout out to the squad, everybody who rocked with us week in, week out. Hey, I'm so glad that show was trash over at Fusion this weekend. I seen them pictures, it was a disaster. Terrible. Catch y'all next week.
The Conceited Knowbody. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m.